Hello students, up to our last class we have learned what is fiber, what is fabric, then what are the different types of fiber and how these are used. Okay, so first we have learned there are three types of fiber. So fiber means what? Fiber means the thin strong thread like material using which cloths are made, and fabric means cloth. Okay, you can roughly consider fabric as cloths. So from thread like fiber we constitute or we make all cloths, that is fabric. So fiber to fabric, how we made, we have learned in the last class and we learn in detail also in this class also. And there are three types of fiber. One is natural, the next one is synthetic, then last one is mixed type, right? So these things are not new. In class 6 also you have learned the same thing. This is just a continuation of the previous chapter. So what happens in case of natural fibers? Natural fibers are those fibers which you directly obtain from plants or animals. Okay, these are known as natural fiber. Synthetic fibers are man-made, that is these are designed or discovered or made by human beings in different big industries. Then mixed means, for example, let us consider natural as A type and synthetic as B type. They are mixing A and B together and giving a new type, that is C, and this new type which you get from mixing natural and synthetic is known as your mixed type. So this is just a quick revision of the last class. So in this class we'll learn what is wool. Wool also we explained in the last class, but we'll learn about how we obtain cloths from wool, how the wool is obtained from different animals, the sheep. Wool is present as a thick coat of hair on the body of wool yielding animals. So here, from here we get wool is present as a thick coat of hair. Wool is present as a thick coat of hair in the body of all those animals who give us wool. The main animals which give us wool are, first we know all sheep. We get wool from sheep mainly. Air gets trapped in the spaces between the wool fibers. Since air is bad conductor of heat, it does not allow the body heat to escape and keeps the body warm. That is why we wear woolen clothes in winter. So now we know we get wool from sheep and it is the body hair of sheep. Okay, now we will use this for making our sweaters for winter season. So why we wear sweaters in winter seasons? Because to prevent ourselves from the cold environment. So how this wool is helping us or to save us to keep our body warm in winter season? Because there the air gets trapped, that means the wool will catch all the air. So and there will be no space for moving the cold air from outside to the your body, because there will be barrier of wool. This is why we wear wool sweaters made up of wool in winter seasons to keep our body warm. So these things we have discussed in the last class also, but as we are discussing wool today, so I have just giving you a link between the last class and this class. Then in the last class we have discussed rearing and breeding of sheep. That means how we take care of sheep, how we feed sheep, and how we what should I say, this breeding is done. That means breeding means from A and B two sheep are there. For example, A have long hair. Okay, A have long hair and B have colored hair. So mixing these two and making a C type which will have both the good features in this technique is known as breeding. So these things we have explained in the last class. If you have missed the last class, go and watch the last class video. In today's class we will mainly focus on after the sheep will grow in size, that means after the rearing process, then how we will obtain wool from the fibers. In this case, there means a process, overall process in which we obtain the hair first from this sheep and then how we convert this into wool. Okay, because in market we don't purchase the hair of, in market we don't purchase the hair of sheep, we purchase wool from market. So we need to learn the process how this wool is formed. So what they are saying, Once the reared sheep have developed a thick coat of hair, it is shaved off for getting wool. Okay, what they are saying, reared means the process in which we take care of any animal. Okay, we feed them, we give necessities, every necessity fulfill with them. Okay, that means you are in your home, you have some domestic animals such as cow, so you are taking care of cow, you are giving them food, you are giving them shelter, so you are taking care of them. That means this is the process known as rearing. Similarly, in case of sheep also, what rearing, in places, for example in Jammu and Kashmir, you can see these things more clearly in movies or in photographs or in television. You have seen this, that what people do over there, they rear sheep. They have big groups of sheep, and there is one owner who take care of all the sheep. So when the sheep will develop good and thick coat of hair, that means when there will be so much of hair, the sheep will develop in his body, it will be shaved off for getting wool. We know we get wool from the body hair of sheep, so the hair of the sheep will be shaved off. That means we will take out the hairs from the sheep to make wool. We get wool from the sheep by a long process that involves various steps. So but it is not like that directly we are getting the hair of sheep and we are getting wool. If you have seen any sheep, you know the hair of sheep is different and wool is different, totally different two things if you see them. But we know we are getting wool from directly, not directly from it, but wool is developed from this. So there must be some technique. So they are telling this, the getting wool is not easy, there are different steps. We have 6 steps, and after 6 steps, for example, if you start over here with hair in first step, in the last step you will get wool. That means you need to pass these 6 steps to get the wool from the hair. The first step is shearing, then scoring, then sorting, then combing, then dyeing and spinning. So we need to learn these all 6 steps. Okay, we'll learn all in detail. The step 1 is shearing. What is shearing? The fleece, that is the coat of wool of sheep, along with a thin layer of skin, is peeled from the body of sheep. Okay, just try to get the point. The fleece, what is fleece? The coat of wool. That means, see, if this is the sheep, this is what, this is the coat of wool. Someone is removing the wool layer from it. Okay, so this is known as fleece of sheep along with a thin layer of skin. They are telling that they will not only remove the wool, along with wool they will remove a thin layer of skin from the sheep also. Okay, along with a thin layer of skin it will remove, not only the wool, from the body of sheep. It is done manually with a large razor or with a electrically driven shearing machine. So how this process is done, how this wool is separated from the body of sheep? Manually it is done with the help of a large razor. Okay, razor, we all know razor, which people also use for shaving. And in other case, what they use, they can use a electrically driven shearing machine. So there may be a machine, there is a machine used for this process of shearing, which is operated through electrical energy. Okay, so the process of removing hair from the body of sheep is called shearing. So what is shearing? Now we know the process in which hair are removed from the body of a sheep is known as shearing. Okay, shearing does not hurt the sheep because the uppermost layer of the skin of sheep is dead. Now this is an important point. So just now I have told that what they do, they remove the hairs along with the skin, along with the thin layer of skin of the sheep. So if I remove your skin, you will be hurt, you will feel hurt, you will feel pain. But why the sheep is not feeling pain? Because the uppermost layer, that is the layer which they are removing with the skin, is dead. So if something is dead, then you will not feel any problem. Okay, if the skin was living, then what will happen during the removing process? You will feel pain. Okay, but as the skin is dead, so the sheep is not feeling any pain. Sheep are sheared in early summer so that they do not feel the heat. Okay, they are okay. So what they are saying, this shearing process, the shaving process, shearing process is done in the early summer, because during summer they will not feel the heat. Okay, the hair of sheep growing again before the onset of winter and protect them from the cold weather. So why sheep have long hairs? Because of protecting themselves from the cold weather. So now it is summer, so in this summer season, it is summer season right now. So now if they will remove all the hairs from the body of a sheep, what will happen? The sheep will not feel cold, because this is now it is summer season, now it is hot, so they will not feel cold. But if they will remove hairs now, before the winter will come, they will again develop hair. If you cut your hair after sometimes it will again grow. Similarly in case of sheep also, if we remove the hair from the body of sheep in summer, the before winter comes again it will develop new hairs, and these new hairs will protect it from winter cold. Okay, so this is the process of shearing. I guess you understood it. Next is scouring. Okay, what is scouring? The fleece of sheep contain dust, dirt, sweat, okay, vegetable matter, grease, etc. It is thoroughly cleaned by washing with soap or detergent and a loaf of water, okay, and a lot of water in tank. So if you know these animals, okay, for example sheep, they live in they actually feed on grass. Okay, they eat grass, then they live in normal shelter. Okay, your home and home of a fleece, home of a sheep is not same. Your home is clean, okay, but they are living in dirty place most of the times. So what happens? Their wools, that is the body hair, will be dirty, isn't it? Body hair of a cow, of a dog, or of a sheep around your home will be dirty in comparison to you, but you will use these body hairs for making cloths, isn't it? Wool, you will make wool, and from wool you will make cloths. So you need to clean these before using. So in this step of storing, what they are doing, they are cleaning the dust, dirt, sweat, and vegetable matter, grease, whatever it is there in their body hair, they will you clean it thoroughly by washing with soap or detergent. You know soap or detergent, I guess, and with a lot of water in a tank. See this, they are washing this, okay, body hair. So the process of washing the fleece of sheep to remove dust, dirt, sweat, grease, etc. is called scouring. So what is scouring? Scouring is nothing but the process in which the dirt, dust, grease, body from the fleece, that is the hair of the sheep, is cleaned, is known as scouring. There is a washing process, ultimately is known as scouring. Nowadays scouring is done by machines. So now people have developed so much, so now no one will follow this technique of manually washing. People have developed some machine. Using this machine, you can see this diagram more clearly in your book. Using this machine, people now use the process, performs the washing process. Okay, so far we have done two steps. First is removing hair, that is your, the first step was your shearing. Okay, then after removing, washing is there, that is your scouring. Then scouring, sorting is there, step 3. After scouring, the wool is separated or sorted into various categories on the basis of its quality. So the body hair, for example, in your body, in our body, what happens? Hair of our head are long, but hair in our beard or mustache are small. Okay, then the quality is also different. The hair, the mustache hair may be a bit hard, but the hair of your hair may be soft, and hair in your hand will be more soft, okay, and more short. So there are different types of hair in our body. Similarly in case of sheep also, there will be different types of hair in its body. So in this sorting process, what will happen? Sort means what? Arranging things. Sort means arranging things. So in this process, what they will do, they will short hairs, that means they will group hairs in different small groups. For example, one group for long hairs, one for good hairs, one for red hairs, one for white hairs. So similarly they will group hairs in different types. They will divide the different type of hairs. Separation, that is the showing the wool is separated or sorted into various categories on the basis of quality. Based upon the quality, they will separate types of hairs. Okay, only fleece of long, okay, fleece of long fine quality is sent to the factory for further process. So what they will do, they will select only the fleece of long fine quality, that is the hairs which of long, which are of long in size and quality is good. they will select only this for the further process and they will send it to the factory. All other type that is short or bad quality or bad color, they will all discard this type. Only the long and good quality hairs will be sent to the factory. So the process of separating the long fine quality fleece from the remaining inferior quality or broken pieces is called sorting. So what is sorting? Sorting is nothing but the process in which good quality long fleece, that is the hair, are separated from the other broken piece or inferior. Inferior means not good type. Okay, inferior hairs. That is the selection process. Here now here they are selecting only the good hairs and long hairs. So this process of selecting is known as sorting. So you have gone through third step. Then comes the fourth step, that is the combing. So comb you all know, and combing is what you all do combing. So we know the basics of combing. The fleece is combed to remove the buds, okay, or burrs, tiny knots. Okay, the fewer the buds, the better is the wool. So in case of long hairs, for example, in case of your mother or your sister here, you have seen that sometimes what happen, there are some tiny knots. These are naturally formed. Okay, when they are sleeping or when they are doing some work, the hair gets 2 or 3 get stuck in a place and they get some knot. Knot means, for example, if this is normal hair and this is a knot, okay, or this is a knot. So what will happen when they will comb, this knot will become okay. After combing, what will happen? After combing, this knot will become simple. So why they are using this combing process? The fleece is combed to remove the burrs, that is the tiny knots. To remove these knots only, the hair is combed. The fewer there is a knots, there is a burrs, the better is the wool. So if there is no such knots in the wool will be long and straight, so it will be better quality. The process of removing the burrs from the fleece is called combing. So what is combing? The process in which the burrs, that is the knots, mane in our common language we call gitto. So the process in which we remove the nuts or knots is known as combing process. The fibers are straightened in this step. So what they were doing, for example, if this is a knot, then after combing, what is happening? It will normal straight. So they are telling what are you doing this process? The fibers are straightened. We are straightening these fibers in this step. Okay, so this is the combing step. Then it is dyeing. Dye means what? Dye means color. Remember this. Okay, the natural fleece of sheep is black, brown or white in color. So natural color of the hair of sheep will be, we all know, it can be black, brown or white in color. Mostly you have seen white color. The fibers obtained after combing are dyed into various color, but wools we obtain out of different colors. So what people will do now, after combing process, they will make different colors of this fiber based upon their requirement. If someone need red, then they will color it red. If someone need blue, then color it blue. Okay, so this process is known as dyeing. That is the process in which color is given. Okay, then the last, that is the your step 6, that is spinning. What is spinning? If you can recall from class 6, you know this step also. I am explaining. The straightened fibers are spun or twisted together to make yarn. So what is yarn? For example, if this is a small piece of stick, upon this stick we will spin the whole thread. Okay, so this process is known as your spinning. Okay, and ultimately what we get is known as your yarn. For example, in case you have seen kite, in kite we have thread, and we thread the thread, we move into a yarn. So now I guess you can relate what is spinning and what is this yarn. The wool yarn is either knitted or woven. Okay, the longer fibers are knitted into wool for sweaters and the shorter fibers are woven into woolen cloths. Okay, so there are two process, one is knitted and another one is, so what is knitting? Or knitting is the process in which people make different cloths using hand. For example, in your home you have seen your mother or your grandmother making sweaters or different wool cloths using some hand machines. So there is some hand tools. So the process in which people make cloths using their hand is known as knitting, and woven is the process in which some machine involvement is there, some machine involvement is there using which they make cloths. So ultimately both of these are used for making cloth process. The longer fibers are knitted into wool for sweaters, so sweaters will be made from the long fibers, and the short will be used for making cloths. Okay, so this is the ultimate process from by which we get cloths or wool cloths from the fleece, that is hair of sheep. So after this, just one more fact and our class will be over. So wool industry is an important source of livelihood of many people in our country. The people who are job in the separating the fleece of sheep into the fibers of different qualities are called sorters. So see, you have read 6 steps, but what is the most difficult or the complex step? The first step, that is the separating process of wool from the body of a sheep. Then, because sheep are going to different places, that means they are going to some good or some bad places, some dirty places, and in this process they get some bacteria or some infected microorganisms come in contact with them, and this may affect the person working with them. So what happens when the person who is removing the fleece, that is the hair from the body of sheep, comes in contact with this bacteria known as Bacillus anthracis, they got some serious fatal disease which can lead to death also. So this disease is known as Shorter's disease. So this is an important fact, this may come in your exam. Okay, remember this: the person who removes the body hair from the sheep, or the person who shorts the body hair, that is who categorizes the body hair directly, so they get contact with the different microorganisms such as Bacillus anthracis, and this type of microorganisms causes diseases such as shorter disease, and this is a very dangerous, there is fatal disease. People may die also with this disease. So this kind of disease what people are getting from the workplace, that is they are not getting this disease from home. When they are going from some work, they are getting this disease, are known as occupational disease. Occupational disease means they are getting directly from their occupations. So this is for today. You can ask your doubts now. Thank you.